This video, I want to talk about playing on the G string. The G string, it's the furthest string to our left, so we really have to reach around. That puts some strain on the arm, especially for beginning adult players. We don't have the flexibility, unfortunately, that kids do. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about how to make that more comfortable. So first off, it takes a very solid finger action to stop the thicker G string than it does the upper strings. And so in order to do that, we have to have very strong fingers. The fingers are stronger when they're curved, when we maintain this curvature to the finger. In order to keep the curve in our finger when we're playing on the G string, we need to bring our elbow, swing it further underneath. That brings the hand up. It reaches the fingertips closer to the G string, and then we can keep the same, maintain that same curvature. Now, that's where the problem lies, is that bringing our elbows far underneath can create tension right here, especially if the arm is not flexible there. So here are a few things you can do. First is to think more about using the larger muscles to bring the elbow under. So we're really going to use more of your muscle here in the shoulder and the chest. And if you just do this exercise, just bring your elbow in, just lead with the elbow and just pull here. Don't rotate your arm around from your wrist. Just bring the elbow, swing it up like this, and then watch your wrist turn and flop over. Now, mine does it easily because I've, done this obviously many times. But think of this action so that when we're holding the violin, we bring this elbow under and the arm kind of has a natural rotation. Another thing you can do to build the strength here and to just make this feel a little easier is to now push against your own arm. So provide a little wall of support and push against your hand, and that will activate these muscles and trick them into thinking they're going to work harder than they're actually going to work. So just do this, isometric exercise here, and then let go, and then just feel that your arm will naturally want to stay in that place. And then put your thumb in the crook of the neck right here, and give yourself a really good stretch. Go ahead and pull your arm over so that your fingertips can touch the wood on the other side of the instrument. And do some tapping exercises. Just do some finger action exercises this way. And this is a good warm-up. So in order to play on the G string, we need to train and get our muscles, strengthen the muscles so that we can play on the G string more easily when it's time to play on the G string. So this is a good thing to do, even if you're just starting, to do these finger taps over here on the wood, and go ahead and support your arm. And then you can also do taps on the G string. If you rest your elbow on your arm, it just gives a nice support so you can start tapping. Also, if you keep your hand in a position, this is a 3rd, 4th position range, just for training. It alleviates some of the stretch here in these tendons and muscles and all that. Holding your arm out like this is there's a little bit more of a stretch here, and this is a little less taxing. So you can pull your arm in like this. Another thing you can do so that you can practice these finger tapping exercises and it not hurt too badly is to adjust your shoulder pad so that you can, on the left side, you can raise the leg on this side, or you can lower the leg on the right side and try to see if you can get your violin at a little bit more of an incline like this. And what will happen is you're basically bringing your G string over a little bit so it's not as far away, it's easier to reach. So if you do that, then you can reach the G string a little bit, and you can always use your right hand to adjust the violin angle just for practice. Again, these are for warm-up exercises. Also, you can open the angle of the violin a little bit, so rather than in front of you or 45 degrees, just bring it over here further to the left. That allows a less of a rotation with your hand. So do all these things and, tilt the violin, bring it over, support your arm, make sure you've engaged this muscle here. Try to have a real natural rotation with the hand, and then do your strengthening exercises. Because what we want to do is to strengthen the muscles here in the palm of the hand and this part of the arm. And we think as adults we have plenty of hand strength. I mean, you may be able to open a jar of pickles, no problem, but this is a very specialized kind of strength, and it really still does take a good amount of training. And I would say as many times throughout the day as you can. You might do 3 minutes of alternating finger taps, remembering to move from the base joint, and you can do individual fingers. You can leave fingers down while tapping each finger individually this way. And then after you do some of these training exercises, try to sort of preserve everything you feel in these sort of adjusted positions, and then just move your hand down, play a few notes on the G string, try not to grip with your thumb, and then just play a few notes, dropping the fingers, keeping the curve, and if you start to feel a little strain, then let go. But keep doing the training exercises. I really believe that's the key to gaining the kind of comfort you need to play well on the G string.